What's up, family? My name is Alixa.
Peace, I'm Naima. The first poem we want to share with you has a very special dedication. We're sending it out to all the human beings in the house today. For those of us, spiritual beings having a Homo sapien experience.
I wonder if the sun debates dawn some mornings, not wanting to rise out of bed from under that down feather horizon. If the sky grows tired of being everywhere at once, adapting to the mood swings of the weather. If clouds drift off, trying to hold themselves together, make deals with gravity to loiter a little longer. I wonder if rain is scared of falling, if she has trouble letting go, if snowflakes get sick of being perfect all the time.
Each one trying to be,
one of a kind. I wonder if stars wish upon themselves before they die. If they need to teach their young how to shine. I wonder if shadows long to just for once feel the sun. If they get lost in the shuffle not knowing where they're from. I wonder if sunrise and sunset respect each other even though they've never met. If storms have regrets, if volcanoes get stressed, if compost believes in life after death. I wonder if breath ever thinks of suicide. If the wind just wants to sit still sometimes and watch the world pass him by. If smoke was born knowing how to rise. If rainbows get shy backstage, not sure if their colors match right. I wonder if lightning needs an alarm clock to know when to crack. If rivers ever stop and think of turning back. If streams meet the wrong sea and their whole lives run off track. I wonder if the snow wants to be black. If the soil thinks she's too dark, if butterflies want to cover up their marks, if rocks are self-conscious of their weight, if mountains are insecure of their strength. I wonder if waves get discouraged, crawling up the sand, only to be pulled back again to where they began. If land feels stepped upon, if sand feels insignificant, if trees need to question their lovers to know where they stand. If branches waver at the crossroads, unsure of which way to grow. If leaves understand they are replaceable and they still dance when the wind blows. I wonder where the moon goes when she is in hiding. I want to find her there and watch the ocean spin from a distance. Listen to her stir in her sleep. Effort give way to existence. So much. Y'all sweet. Thank you so much.
thank you so much.
All right, sit down. Sit down. They didn't give us a lot of time, so we're trying to cram a lot of stuff in.
Thank you so much, family. It is such a tremendous blessing to be amongst so many allies devoted to restoring balance and healing and just relations on this planet. And in light of the accelerating unnatural disasters that we're experiencing across the globe, we think it's about time we talk about the weather. We
in trouble, friends. The storm clouds are coming in, and I can hear the rumbling of atom bombs that make tsunamis. Like a butterfly flapping its wings on the other side of the world is a tornado in Brooklyn, torrential rain in Jamaica, an earthquake in Haiti, a typhoon in Vietnam, a monsoon in Korea, a landslide in India, fire in San Diego, massive flooding in China, a mudslide in Chiapas, tidal wave in Indonesia, acid rain in Hiroshima. It's been snowing in the desert, y'all. Something is wrong here.
They are selling the rain.
They are leasing the rivers.
They are auctioning off the oceans to the highest bidders as giant chunks of the polar ice cap dislodge from the North Pole.
And tourists flock to the site to take pictures. There is
disaster tourism.
Like there's disaster profiteering.
Off the torrential storms
and the warring
and the wrath
of global warming. Who will get paid to rebuild, and who will they build for? Who
will endure the drought and the rain?
Who will be safe and sound indoors?
Who built the missiles,
the smart bombs,
the rockets?
Who gets raided and who gets paid from whose pockets? Who gets sent off to war? Who dies for whose profits? Who gets remembered? Who's been forgotten? Who
pave concrete over the pores of the earth to make our lives harder, and build buildings to scrape skies,
trying to get closer to God, but move farther? Our history's been lost to forgetfulness, erased by the frontiers of manifest destiny,
as if destiny
were man-made or manifested
in the hands of colonial planners who build their thrones atop the remains of nations like gravestones.
Celebrate Columbus Day with clearance sales to buy up stuff to cover up that
which cannot
be bought or sold, only stolen, like breath or life or home or an entire people who once believed that land could never be owned. And the ocean
is worth more than gold, and water cannot be held captive.
It will reshape even stone. And even when the last tree stands alone, it still makes a sound long after it's fallen. In a forest that lived even if no one saw it, and fed the world its breath, whether or not we applauded.
One hand clapping sounds a lot
like the rhythms we lost
in generations
who sang even as they departed.
And now we stand
at the doorway. In the hallway,
life brought us to this crossroads
of lost hope and undeniable promise,
where we choose between
past beyond rightness or wrongness
that will lead to the brink of the planet's exhaustion,
or the age of compassion, where the meek become strongest and re-inherit the earth and redefine progress. All right, y'all, we got one last piece for you. Thank you so much. We have one more piece for you. Thank you so much for all the speakers who have come before. Thank you for being here with us today. The journey at times was insanely gory, but our resilience grows like morning glories. Bioremediation to our soul story. Bottom of boats in death's inventory. But we resurrect like Lazarus. Life is mandatory. She don't stop and we don't quit. Against dead squads we tightly knit, making soul bonds and human links until our fear subsides and our sorrow sinks below the bottom line of hell, where again you hear the angelic sing aloud from classrooms to protest lines. Our word is truth in a drilling bit to hole punch their lies and let light in. Our children smell glue to feel full. But South America, Africa, Indonesia, you name it, we're rich. We're remembering how to recommit to life's sacred geometry. Against their silent murder, we be an orchestra pit. I said against their silent murder, we be an orchestra pit. We're electrifying. This time we won't let you touch the toggle switch. Alchemists who know the truth that too many truths have gone amiss. Your globalized agenda might make some feel bewitched, but no matter how glittified, starts feeling soon like a restless itch, addicted to the scratching. But we're from outer space, immune. Can't get what you're catching, and our spaceships don't need building permits. We make music from star guitars for real, speaking riddles to build this bridge. From Brooklyn to Eritrea, our moonlit dreaming drips nectar from our soul until our soil's enriched. Mr. CEO, we're the backup hard drive to your humanity. We're storing memories you forgot, traded them in for a murderous plot. The forest of your imagination you traded for a parking lot to single file your strategies, but life is a love knot. Your crimes against us will get you a mugshot, permanently hung in the security room of heaven, where angels surgically remove spiritual blood clots. This ain't about religion. You converted that like missionaries masking blind spots. White savior in our churches, but in the Bible, he's got a woolly top. The creator's mad at you for twisting up the plot, for prophets selling prophets, Jesus, Buddha, and Allah. Rumi, Hafiz, Sojourner, thank God never got caught. They taught me how to kill the slave inside the aching heart, turn truth to ammunition and pain into this art.